Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. It is part 165 and it's about to be ready to go to have two races in Ferrari Circuit Challenge at Autodromo National Monza and Vision Gran Turismo Trophy at Grand Valley Highway 1. Now I'll have to take a good look before I proceed to the dashboard. Talk about having some main focus to collect with some more cars as the progress is about to get closer to have 4 more to go in progress at 99%. So I got 522 vehicles to be registered to the index. World Circuits is still remain to be pending on 94% to have some few races left to go, followed by where the championship by 100% is already done and complete by 1,784 times on podium finish. But also to have some 5 additional extra menus as the progress is now been stopped by 94% along with 98% in circuit experience, which is going to have to go to Object Nowhere for the next full walkthrough as my list will have to be checked and go line up in order. And one more thing to have the music rally, just have a good look on the progress that I just recently took by 33% due to the Spec 2 update, so I'll have to be looking forward to it to have a mini walkthrough. We'll have to go down onto the playlist that related to the music rally. So I'll have to be prepared and heading up to the tuning shop, so I just really might need to have some tuning upgrades and also for the LSD to be going on fully customizable. That should do very well to go increase into 651.30 performance points, purchase, and some other upgraded parts that related as I'm currently go for the Ferrari 250 GTO 1962. And for the engine type is a B12 cylinders that also comes in to have a nice FR layout and have the historical high expensive race car for Ferrari. Now I have the stroke up purchase, polished ports, and other parts such as the fully customizable suspension and racing type transmission to go fully customizable along with hard, medium, and soft racing compound tires, and plus titanium connecting rods and pistons is well prepared to go fully equipped to be ready up and take on with a Ferrari FA Tributo. We'll see how it goes to be tested up and go warming up in session. After the Ferrari Circuit Challenge, this will have to be bring out to have the Dodge SRT Tomahawk S Vision Gran Turismo will be going on the road going entry to be faced up with the Skoda Vision GT. But I'll have to get down to it. This one might have to be ready up and go for the Encore to be placed up after a few weeks from the weekly challenges by the recent 5 laps and good to go to be outfit to go with the racing soft compound tires just to go recommended and face up with some modern day Ferrari sports car we'll put up to the test. This is going to be a lot of fun and recent well test out to be practiced, so I'd be well obliged and going out for having a one good spin to be racing on the Monza circuit will be considered as the 4th round of the race is going to be prior to the special event at Fuji International Speedway. So here we have is Regalo on the 430 Scuderia 2007. I'm Alonso Regalado from Peru. This 430 Scuderia has a special place in Ferrari's history of B8 real cars. Based on the high performance F430, the Scuderia is lighter and more powerful. And it features unique chassis control settings designed to get the most out of your tires. What's more, it sounds just like a Ferrari F1 machine. There's no way I'm losing in this car. I hope you will. It's all about to have a sports car and give a good high performance version is about to be designed on the course to see how it turns out. So here I go. Let's give the 250 GTO 4 spin and see how it feels to go fully improve and amp up to have a nice racing soft compound tires to put up to the test. As I had to begin on the 16th place versus 15 classic and modern Ferrari road cars will have to go down underway in the final stage of Ferrari Circuit Challenge at the Monza circuit. Much more good improved on chicane 1 at turn 1 and 2. Going overtake at the 308 GTB 1975 as I have to go on turn 3 to go catching up and get quicker to be passing through on the 512 BB 1976. That's more like it. Let's give the classic 250 GTO is much more rare, unique, and handful to have a high expensive race car courtesy of Ferrari since the early 1960s. But did you know when putting up to have some reinforced on the chassis and have some tuning parts to go fully equipped and installed will be put up to go by over around by 350 horsepower. Just to see when the new body and new engine is about to go for having a high expensive is very much more going on the highest of paths to be purchased to be reverted back to the original settings on performance. So you guys really might need to have some farming work to do some racing in Milan for the WTC 700 and Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for WTC 800. Just give a good word of the advice and help yourself just in case for the reminder if you really need to do some more credits to go and have some more road cars and race cars to be on the high expensive. Especially to have the 21st century car from the Grand Central and used car dealership as well. So I'll have to get down to see how it feels, but I kinda say, the Ferrari 250 GTO is a good kind of a classic race car, just like you're about to give a good feel of a classic road car is very unique to becoming very more rare. So the first lap clear, and moving on in lap number 2 as I currently to go in the 9th place. So I had to be clear and just have to be mindful to have 11 turns and corners around in the Monza circuit is very more challenging to be put up onto the real part of the challenge. The interior view is more likely to give a good unique style, and high-tech from the 20th century is very good to be vintage and well outfit for style. Just like all the other original legendary drivers is will prefer to have a nice kind of a classic Ferrari race car, just like the 250 GTO is a good true racing masterpiece ever since to be take part on different race events. So it's about to get closer to have a gap distance down to 17 to go. And there's T. Melton in the Ferrari F430 2006. Let's get in there on turn number 6 and go exit clear after turn 7. Very nice, and I'll have to keep a good eye on Ann Anderson by having one of the F8 Tributo to go color in blue, followed by T. Ishii in the red F8 Tributo as I saw him in the 3rd position onto the grid list. So I had to think about it. This might need to go faster up and go quicker if you're about to might need to have a racing soft compound tires to stay in the balance. But that will be a very good advantage and give a good strength to be on the upper hand. Once the Ascari corner is clear, turn 11 will go into the final corner. And there's Simon Bishop by 2 minutes, 8.613 seconds, and be on the lookout to have Anderson by 2 minutes, 7.9 seconds until I just passed a good run time in under 2 minutes as I recently took by a minute, 59.718 seconds. Halfway there in lap 3, and there he is right now on the blue F8 Tributo. He's coming in and overtake Alonso Regalado in a 430 Scuderia in the white color in 5th place. Just might need to hurry up. Just only have 2 more to go and need to push up for the 250 GTO is a good true legendary race car for Ferrari. Got to hold it steady and watch out aboard the contact. Clear space and thank you on the brake respond. Alright, that's the ticket. Only 4 Ferrari road cars to go. Let's bring the 250 GTO into the 1st position until the podium, until the 5th and final lap we'll be calling in. I still really think about having 4 cars from the Legend Car dealership as I just need to have some few of them to go added to the wish list. Just to be a reminder, if I have enough currency credits to go purchase and add it to the index until the car collection progress will be going up into 100% complete. But it takes a lot of time and faster work to do some farming on high expensive earnings just to go for a full amount of endurance. Good overtake on H. Hunter in the Ferrari 512 BB 1976 in the yellow color. Only 2 more to go. T. Ishii is already in the lead. Let's give turn 11 to stay in the balance, and gap distance ongoing in about 5.1 seconds to be on the decrease. Here goes the 4th lap. Let's catch up on Simon Bishop and T. Ishii in the 1st and 2nd place as the 250 GTO is ongoing by the rush in 3rd place. Alright, just have to keep it nice and tight. Chicane 1 in 1st and 2nd corner. Clear and check. Now I'll have to think about it. This might need to have the Ascari corner in the meantime before entered in the 3rd sector. Just only have to keep a good eye focus on turn number 6 and 7. Just work it up, and 1 touch of the apex to stay in the motion center of the low gravity. Alright, that's good. Almost there to overtake Summit Bishop's 458 Italia 2009 and go straight directly at turn number 7 by the inside apex to go quicker on the exit. So I have to keep going. This is going to take a while, and then the 5th and final lap is going to be a tough risk. So I had to use it wisely. It's all about advantage, and upper hand by corners will give a good push. Just almost there. Only 1.8 seconds to go. Let's give the 5th gear to go up and turn 11. Wait until the final lap comes in until the beautiful lady will be singing in. It all comes down to this. This will give the old versus new Ferrari showdown is about to be entered in the final lap. That's the lap time update by the recent from the previous in 1 minute, 55.768 seconds. This will have to get down and will perform to give a possible chance on the clean racing if I had to do it. But it takes a lot of risk, so I had to use it wisely and practice very well if I had to take a good watchful eye on the weekly challenges that related to the Ferrari Circuit Challenge. Just have to get behind in the red F8 Tributo going in and exit as the F8 Tributo slows down a little bit, so I got the upper hand. Alright, that's more like it. I got the lead, and going on defense will be stayed together to have turn 7 will be going on the right cue of the arrival. I am very good to be driving on the 250 GTO. Is a high expensive classic racing car masterpiece. But this will have to take a final sector to get back on the Ascari corner in turn number 8 through turn 10. Just have to be wait and patient while the blue zone is coming out to be on the last place driver to get behind. Okay, once T. Ishii is on second, now's my chance, and go straight to the finish line. Will be marked onto the podium to have this content replay to be saved. Just have to keep it well performed and go straight back in. Very good by 2.3 seconds and achieved to be finished in first place. Now that's a classic Ferrari competition indeed for race number 4 in Ferrari Circuit Challenge. It's already been done and complete by 100% well done. Alright, that's old fashioned to go classic racing and good by under 10 minute time by 9 minutes, 55.137 seconds, and good solid defense by lap number 4 in 1 minute, 55.768 seconds. For what's more about having more driving workouts, and very yet to be cleared to have 135,000 GT credit to go for 50% on the clean bonus. That should do well and stop at 81.5 miles before at the end of the day. Replay will have to go call out to be take place between a lap number 4 or lap number 5. So right on the cue and take place at chicane number 2. Just have to wait for the spot and give the captured thumbnail image. We'll be giving a good look. Alright, just like that, and give classic Ferrari in the front, and the F8 Tributo is on the behind in second place. That should do well deserved to have the old and new Ferrari cars will go down. Perfect and beautiful. Then let's go to the Division Gran Turismo Trophy at Grand Valley Highway 1 will be put up on round number 6 after Autodromo National Monza and Tokyo Expressway clockwise. As 4 races in Ferrari Circuit Challenge is already maxed out by 100% complete, and same as ever for the Division GT Trophy will be put up to go max out in 100% job well done after from the weekly challenge. So I'll have to go and use the Dodge SRT Tomahawk as Division Gran Turismo. Will be going automatically earlier as I had to be suggested to go under by 850 performance point. Sports hard compound tires is all check. And take a good look on the ECU full control computer at 70% along with power restrictor to be in the same percentage. Polas is all set to go in 106 kg and have the position in -1. But if possible, you might have to do some fully customized suspension and in case to have the fully customizable in racing type. Then let's see how it goes, and face up with a Skoda Division Gran Turismo is about to go yet feature driven by Nikita Moisov. So this is it, viewers. Last race for the Division Gran Turismo Trophy, and that will be a very tough challenge for the Dodge SRT Tomahawk Division Gran Turismo. Will go all-wheel drive and listen to the sound of the V10 engine. Will be abrasive and give a good response speed and go boosted on the overtake. It's going to be a tough risk, so I had to use it wisely to have some few corners will be improved and put up onto the test to have this main part of the stage in this full walkthrough. So here he is right now. He's on first position and give a detail about the Skoda Division Gran Turismo and the brand itself since the late 19th century. Hi, I'm Nikita Moisov from the Czech Republic. I'll be competing in a Skoda Division Gran Turismo. Did you know that Skoda is a Czech automobile manufacturer? Skoda is a company with a history that dates all the way back to the late 19th century. A fascinating company, it has long been a force to be reckoned with on the track. It's all about history for the manufacturer brand has now come in a long way by over 100 years later by the past classic race car, the present, and to the future for the 21st century by having one Division Gran Turismo is going to be a good full-on electric. So let's do this. I'll have to do my best and see how it turns out to go for a tough challenge and give a good speed overtake to have a nice hybrid V10 engine to see how it goes for climbing up and get closer to be finished in first place until the final lap will go on the way. First and second turn is going clear. Just wait until the acceleration to go boosted on the overtake function. I have a good eye on N. Romeo in a Genesis X Grand Berlin Enta Division Gran Turismo as he coming in to overtake with the Mercedes-Benz AMG Vision GT. So I had to be careful myself. Turn 6 to go tuppered up on the hairpin to go elevate on the steeper down the hill. But it's all about respawn handling, so I had to use it wisely and keep up the paces to stay in patient. Okay, that's one Vision GT down, 14 more to go. Got to keep the respawn and going short straightaway to have that spot right over here as I had to go for the left side to go on the opening. But sometimes it takes a lot of practice. It's all about to have some concentration to go with the sports hard compound tires to see how the experimental to be tested up as a road-going entry for one of the 3 versions of the Dodge SRT Tomahawk Vision Gran Turismo. The letter S stands for street, is a level entry. Ever since the Bewolf debut from Gran Turismo 6 is all about to have some differences in one for the skill characteristic that related to the different version of the Tomahawk is going for 1 seat and give a good kind of a road car before becoming as a GTSR counterpart and the X on the experiment. Got to go amp up the speed and going lineup. Overtake the Volkswagen Roadster GTI Vision Gran Turismo, followed by with Mitsubishi and Zagato, also Robita Zagato Vision GT. That's 1 lap clear. Moving on in lap 2 to keep things to go work in session. It's only down to 23 seconds by the decimal in 0.5. Got to keep going. And there's the other 2 Vision GT cars, one for the Honda and one for the Affinity Concept Vision Gran Turismo. First sector clear and coming in at sector 2 again. Just let the Honda Sports Concept to stay behind in the 9th, while the Genesis is going to be behind to catch up with some other Vision GT cars to climb up and give a good speed on the rolling. Okay, that's more like it. So I have a good eye on the BMW Vision Gran Turismo as coming in to overtake Howland Roach in the Jaguar Vision GT Roadster. Only down to 19.7 seconds left. Got to keep a good speed, balance, and respond to keep things to go work up perfectly. Alright, going exit on the chicane S. Overtake the electric Vision GT car as the hybrid V10 is swooping in and go balance to be carried out by over 560. That's naturally good, but looks like a Rios in the Toyota FT1 Vision Gran Turismo is going on the offense to face up with Nikita Moisov in the Skoda Vision Gran Turismo. It's about to go tough enough to have an increased gap distance just to see how the different compound tires to go for a category in sports versus racing type. So halfway there in the 3rd lap, just might need to hurry up and win this race in no time. Talk about having some attempted practice is all about to go working out to get things shape up. And there it goes on the 4th and 5th place driver, Q Jarreau in the Porsche Vision GT and Angel Inestrosa for the Porsche Vision Gran Turismo Spider. Just go on the inside and squeeze it right here. Alright, that's good enough. I'll have to keep focus in about 12.3 seconds as A. Antoni in the Alpine Vision Gran Turismo race mode is on 3rd position. Just have to keep it nice and tight and still might need to do some perform a practice if I had to go harder on the clean race bonus. Skillful, challenge, and discipline for every part of the Vision Gran Turismo road car and race car alike by 3 category types of aspiration: hybrid, gas powered, and electric. So it's about to get closer. 4th lap on the penultimate lap. Just keep it nice and tight. Almost there towards the Toyota FT1 Vision Gran Turismo to be highlight on a sub gap in about 7.7 seconds left. Still have enough battery. It's all about to take some few seconds to be recharged. It's going right back in 8 seconds. So I need to hurry up and think the positive reflex is all I need to have some corners to deal with it. Okay, there we go. Just have to stay on the asphalt and give 1 second increase to be back in. Alright, just make that push. Almost there. I'll be out of the woods in no time. And then this is going to have to take a quicker offense. We'll have to stay ongoing for the Skoda Vision GT is mostly electrifying contender. Alright, there you go. Just make that push to go in 5.2 seconds, and 2 Vision GT cars is already into the final lap. So I have to use it wisely. I know it's very slow to be on the turns, respawn handling. Just have to go in there and have that final push. There's a Rios in the Toyota FT1 Vision Gran Turismo on the 2nd place. Now Nikita Morsov is doing well to stay defended to be having a Skoda Vision GT to be on the 1st spot. Got to master the line and just had to go potential to be mastered with a street version of the Dodge SRT Tomahawk Vision GT. Gonna have to take that good with a risk. Steering is a concentration and speed is good. Alright, that's more like it. And have the slipstream to go increase and heading up in the final sector. So I had to think quick. Morsov has the advantage to go full stretch and fully electric pace. Now let's see how it goes. It's gonna have to take that risk. Come on, give that final corner and make that overtake to go quicker and full stretch until the checker flag is going to be right in the nick of time. Oh yeah. The Dodge SRT Tomahawk S Vision Gran Turismo takes the win by reaching the finish line. Now this is a very well-tuned balanced road car to be specified to be courtesy part of the Vision GT project for every manufacturer brand. 9 minutes, 3.923 seconds, and faster lap time is all about to have the calm before the arrival to have a nice place on the 1st position. Lap number 5 in 1 minute, 44.483 seconds. Now this is all I have, a good natural moment and 120,000 GT credit to go clean on the bonus. Just wonderful, brilliant, and all-wheel drive to have a master of the B10 engine. We'll hear the roar, and electric Vision GT cars will have to go for the rematch in the meantime. So that's 16.2 miles. Plus 20.3 miles equals 36.5. Almost forgot one thing about having some double up on roulette tickets before at the end of the day, and new day in March 19th I received a 4-star roulette ticket. But talk about having some workout in session to do some practice to get things to go improve and see experimental as the full walkthrough is becoming my own part of the masterpiece. Then let's give the final lap and take place in Sector 2 by the end and go skipping up by 30 seconds more. Okay, there's one right over here to be take place in the final corner by coming out at the tunnel. Just look at this and just give a good slope moment to have a captured thumbnail image as the checker flag is right over here. That's brilliant. But almost forgot one more thing to get closer to have the thumbnail image. But it was a lot of good run out there to see the Tomahawk S Vision GT is very more competitive to take on with the Skoda Vision GT. So I'll have to give that for an exit and make that content replay to be well deserved and save. Now that was a very tough race for race number 6 in Vision Gran Turismo Trophy after race number 4 from Ferrari Circuit Challenge at Autodromo National Monza. As 2 events with 2 races is already been maxed out and complete for 100% on the progress is now been well done. But what's more, by having 5 extra menu available before heading back to the GT Cafe, McLaren is calling for me after Japan Grand Touring Car Championship with the Honda NSX GT500, Nissan GTR GT500, and Toyota Supra GT500 from extra menu number 39. So I had to go there and proceed to the lineup in order on extra menu number 40 to have 2 road cars and the ultimate Vision Gran Turismo. Congratulations, you got all 3 cars. This completes your McLaren collection. Once you collect your present, I'll tell you some stories about these cars. Fantastic and impressive to see the McLaren cars go lined up in order from the past, present, and the Vision GT car of the future. Collection McLaren complete. And the 6-star roulette ticket has now been received and earned to go down to have a narrative story about the history of McLaren where it all began on extra menu number 40. In the 1960s, there emerged with certain you who, at the tender age of 22, took the F1 world by storm. The name of this future founder of a legendary race team was Bruce McLaren. At 27, he was already designing F1 machines and winning top-tier races across Europe and North America. But Bruce McLaren had another dream besides competing on tracks all over the world. He wanted to build racing-grade real cars. Although he tragically lost his life in 1970 while testing out a new race car. His dream to build a real car that only he could have conceived would later become a reality. In 1985, McLaren Cars introduced a production vehicle division and started work on a road-going supercar. This car made its debut in 1992 and it was called the McLaren F1. Filled to be brimmed with F1 technology. Penned by genius F1 car designer Gordon Murray, it was the fastest, most expensive road car of its day. Its F1 GTR racing variant distinguished itself by winning the 1995 24 Hours of Le Mans on its first attempt. In 2010, McLaren Cars production vehicle division was reorganized as McLaren Automotive. The first car to grace the new McLaren showroom was the MP4-12C. With its original carbon fiber chassis and sophisticated yet comfortable hydraulic suspension, it boldly rewrote the rules of what a sports car could be. Ever in pursuit of the latest technology, McLaren has also set its sights on the virtual world. The ultimate Vision Gran Turismo is a collaboration between McLaren and Gran Turismo. Of note its cars, the unique cabin in which the driver lies forward, breaking new ground in the world of hypercars. McLaren has always been an innovative company, and this splendid collection is a testament to its indomitable spirit. So folks, the history of McLaren was born in the 20th century before the F1 just came out in 1992. perfectly and mostly inspired to have some few other F1 cars like the MP4/4 1988 ever since from the 1980s in Formula 1. Along with the MP4-12C is now first to be official by having a debut in 2010 thanks to Bruce McLaren to have a good dream and come up with the first ever real car courtesy to be part of the McLaren brand. And for the virtual, the ultimate Gran Turismo is the good part of the Vision GT race car to have a nice good single seat and cabin to be designed to go driving in the virtual world. As extra menu number 40 is all about the origins of McLaren where it all began from the 20th century before it became as official in the 21st century. Now for extra menu number 41 is Audi. Collect some cars produced by the famous German manufacturer Audi. Here we have the Sport Quattro S1 Pikes Peak 1987 as a Group B rally car, second for the real car, the TT Coupe 3.2 Quattro 2003, and the most famous LMP1 race car from Le Mans 24-hour endurance is the R18 TDI 2011. 6-star roulette ticket as a prize, and I'll have to be ready to move on forward to be in part 166 as I had to be wait on standby before moving on to the Archer Nowhere to be take part in the circuit experience. So I'll have to find out soon enough, and this time having two new events to be on the recent previous update back from February 2025 of this year. But count me in, I'll have to go there and have two races. We'll be going to the Sunday Cup Classic at Red Bull Ring and European FR Challenge 550 at Autodrome Lago Maggiore. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in Gran Turismo. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.